Some rum up to my office? Oh, don't worry, Tom. How's that being handled? I'll get Adams to write it.
I don't know. He had a funny look on his face.
He always does.
All right, gentlemen, let's get on with it. Which of us will write our Declaration of Independence?
Mr. Adams, I say you should write it. To your legal mind and brilliance we defer.
Is that so? Well, if I'm the one to do it, they'll run their quill pens through it. I'm obnoxious and disliked, you know that, sir.
Yes, I know.
But I say you should write it, Franklin. Yes, you.
Hell no.
Yes, you, Dr. Franklin. You.
But. Mr. Adams, Mr. Adams, the things I write are only light extemporanea. I won't put politics on paper, it's a mania. So I refuse to use the pen in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, refuse to use the pen.
Mr. Sherman, I say you should write it. You are never controversial, as it were.
That is true.
Whereas if I'm the one to do it, they'll run their quill pens through it. I'm obnoxious and disliked, you know that, sir.
Yes, I do.
So I say you should write it, Roger. Yes, you.
Good heavens, no.
Yes, you, Roger Sherman. You.
But. Mr. Adams, Mr. Adams, I cannot write with any style or proper etiquette. I don't know a participle from a predicate. I am just a simple cobbler from Connecticut.
Connecticut, a simple cobbler, me.
Mr. Livingston, maybe you should write it. You have many friends and you're a diplomat.
Oh, that word.
Whereas if I'm the one to do it, they'll run their quill pens through it.
He's obnoxious and disliked. Did you know that?
I hadn't heard.
So I say you should write it, Robert. Yes, you.
Not me, Johnny.
Yes, you, Robert Livingston. You.
But. Mr. Adams, dear Mr. Adams, I've been presented with a new Son by the Noble Stork, so I am going home to celebrate and pop a cork with all the Livingstons together back in old New York.
New York, New York, Livingston's going to pop a cork. Mr. Adams, leave me alone!
Mr. Jefferson.
Mr. Adams, I beg of you. I've not seen my wife these past 6 months.
And we solemnly declare that we will preserve our liberties, being with one mind resolved to die free men rather than to live slaves. Thomas Jefferson, on the necessity of taking up arms, 1775, magnificent. Why, you write 10 times better than any man in Congress, including me. For a man of only 33 years, you possess a happy talent for composition and a remarkable felicity of expression. Now then, sir, will you be a patriot or a lover?
A lover.
No.
But I burn, Mr. A.
So do I, Mr. J.
You?
You do? John, who'd have thought it?
Mr. Jefferson, dear Mr. Jefferson, I'm only 41, I still have my virility. And I can romp through Cupid's grove with great agility. But life is more than sexual combustibility. Jefferson, stop right there.
Combustibility, combustibility.
Quiet! Now, you'll write it, Mr. J.
Who will make me Mr. A?
I.
You?
Yes.
How?
By physical force, if necessary. It's your duty, damn it. Your duty.
Mr. Adams. Damn you, Mr. Adams. You're obnoxious and disliked, that cannot be denied. Once again you stand between me and my lovely bride.
Lovely bride.
Oh, Mr. Adams, you are driving me to homicide.
Jefferson, stop right there.
Riot!
The decision is yours, Mr. Jefferson. Do as you like with it.
We may see murder,
Abigail. I'm very lonely, Abigail.
Are you, John? And as long as you were sending for wives, why didn't you send for your own?
Oh, now don't be unreasonable, Abigail.
Oh, now I'm unreasonable. You must add that to your list.
List?
The catalog of my faults you included in your last letter.
Oh, they were fondly intended, madam.
That I play at cards badly?
A compliment.
That my posture is crooked?
An endearment.
That I read and write and think too much?
An irony.
That I'm pigeon-toed?
Oh, well, now there you have me, Abby. I'm afraid you are pigeon-toed. Please, come to Philadelphia. Please come.
Oh, thank you, John. I do want to, but you know now it's not possible. The children have the measles.
So you wrote. Tom and little Abby.
Only now it's Quincy and Charles. And it appears the farm here in Braintree is failing, John. The chickens and the geese have all died. The apples never survived the late frost. How do you suppose she managed to get away?
Oh, well, the winters are softer in Virginia.
And they're women, John.
Fit for Virginians, madam, but pale, puny things beside New England girls.
John. I thank you for that.
Abigail, how goes it with you?
Not well, John. Not at all well.
I live like a nun in a cloister, solitary, celibate. I hate it. And you, John?
Ah, I live like a monk in an abbey. Ditto, ditto, I hate it.
Write to me with sentimental effusion. Let me revel in romantic illusion.
Do you still smell of vanilla and spring air? And is my favorite lover's pillar still firm and fair?
What was there, John? Still is there, John. Come soon as you can to my cloister. I've forgotten the feel of your hand.
Soon, madam, we shall walk in Cupid's grove together.
I will fondly survey
that promised land
till the John.